A viral tweet. A million-follower tech influencer. A warning that HWInfo and CPU-Z are both compromised. And a single problem. One of those two tools was never compromised at all. The real victim was something else entirely. And by the time the correction caught up, a lot of people were panicking about the wrong software. This is the story of how a sloppy tweet almost killed the reputation of one of the most trusted hardware tools on Windows, while the actual malware kept spreading. On April 10, 2026, Titus Tech posted a tweet to his massive audience. The headline was blunt: HWInfo and CPU-Z both compromised. Millions about to be PWN'd. Underneath, two download links. One labeled CPU-Z, one labeled HWMonitor. Retweets piled up. Replies exploded. People started uninstalling software in a panic. There was just one issue with the tweet. HWI and HWMonitor are not the same program. They are not made by the same company. They do not share any code. They do not share any servers. The tweet named HWInfo in the headline, but linked HWMonitor underneath. And that tiny slip of the keyboard sent thousands of users chasing a ghost. HWInfo lives at HWInfo.com. It is maintained by a single developer, Martin Malik, and has been one of the most respected hardware monitoring tools on Windows for nearly 2 decades. It was never touched by this incident. Its servers are clean. Its binaries are clean. Its users were never at risk. HWMonitor is a completely different program. It is made by a French company called CPU-Z, and it lives at CPU-Z.com. The same company also makes CPU-Z, the famous processor identification tool that almost every PC builder has installed at some point. These two products, CPU-Z and HWMonitor, are the ones that were actually hit. The confusion is understandable because the names sound almost identical. HWInfo, HWMonitor. One letter of difference in spoken conversation, but in software terms they are two separate ecosystems, and treating them as the same is like treating Chrome and Chromium OS as the same product because they share a word. The CPU.com website was compromised. When users clicked the download button for HWMonitor version 1.63, the legitimate download link had been replaced. Instead of pulling the real installer from CPU-Z's own servers, the link redirected to a Cloudflare R2 bucket hosting a file named HWInfo and Monitor Setup.exe. Notice the naming. The attackers deliberately chose a file name that borrows the HWInfo brand, which may be exactly why Titus Tech mixed them up in his tweet. Inside the installer, researchers found red flags immediately. The InnoSetup wrapper was customized, which is a classic obfuscation technique. The installer window displayed Cyrillic text reading Ustanovka HWInfo Monitor, Russian for installing HWMonitor. That is not something a French company putting out an English-language product would ever ship. CPU-Z from the same site was flagged for the same behavior. The analyst group VX Underground pulled apart the payload, and their findings were alarming. This is not a generic infostealer. It is multi-stage. It operates almost entirely in memory, which means it leaves very little trace on disk for traditional antivirus to catch. It evades endpoint detection by proxying calls to NTDLL, the core Windows system library, through a .NET assembly. That technique bypasses most behavioral monitoring. It performs file masquerading to hide what it actually is. It installs persistent background processes, and it contains a command and control domain embedded directly in the binary, meaning an infected machine phones home to attacker-controlled infrastructure. The verdict from researchers was stark. If you ran this installer, the recommendation is to reinstall Windows from scratch and use the logout everywhere feature on every website you care about to invalidate any stolen session tokens. This is not a malware you clean up with a scan. This is a malware you burn the operating system to escape. The CPU.com attack is not isolated. The same threat group was caught in early March 2026, distributing a Trojanized FileZilla installer from a lookalike domain. The pattern is consistent. Pick a trusted utility that millions of people install blindly. Compromise the distribution point. Swap the binary. Let the trust of the legitimate brand carry the payload into thousands of machines before anyone notices. Supply chain attacks like this are the new front line, and hardware utilities are a perfect target because users run them with administrator privileges to read sensor data. Every install is a root-level foothold. Back to the tweet. By the time Titus Tech's warning went viral, the correct information was already public. Igor's lab had the story. The HWInfo forum had a thread making it clear that HWInfo itself was not involved. Reddit threads were spelling out the difference. But the original tweet, with the wrong name in the headline, kept getting shared. People who had HWInfo installed for years started uninstalling it out of fear. People who actually had the compromised HWMonitor installed sometimes assumed their HWInfo was the problem and left the real infection running. A name typo in a viral warning is not just bad editing. During a live security incident, it is misinformation. And misinformation kills. If you have HWInfo from HWInfo, installed, you are fine. That tool was never compromised. Keep using it. If you downloaded CPU-Z or HWMonitor from CPUID, in the days around April 10, 2026, assume your machine is owned. Do not run a scan and call it a day. Reinstall Windows, change every password, log out of every service, treat every session token on that machine as stolen. And the next time a popular tech account posts a forward warning about millions getting PWN'd, read it twice before you share it. Names matter. Letters matter. In a world where one wrong word can point an angry crowd at the wrong victim, precision is the only defense that actually works.